Hi everybody, today's topic is scale drawings. This is the note packet that you'll need for today's lesson. This whole unit is about ratio and similarity. So we've been setting up ratios and proportions and we've been cross multiplying. When you work with a scale drawing, what you're looking at is a model or a plan for an object or some kind of device that's too large or too small to draw in actual size. So sometimes you look at blueprints for a room or for a house. It's basically a two-dimensional model of what the house will look like. Sometimes if you're designing something really tiny like a computer chip, you'll have something also like a blueprint, but it'll be much larger so that you can see all the pieces to it. So that's what we're going to look at today. So if you're making a scale drawing, there is some kind of scale factor or constant of proportionality between the drawing, which is smaller, than the object, which may be larger. And they should tell you on the drawing or even a map what the scale is. So an example, on a map, they might tell you that 1 centimeter is really 1 foot in actual distance. Or on a blueprint, they might tell you that 1 inch is actually 3 yards in actual distance. So we're just making something a little bigger or smaller. For this lesson, we're going to use the dimensions for this room. This is a scale drawing of a first floor of a home or an apartment. They want you to find the actual dimensions of the room. You can see right here that they've provided a scale. So every 1 centimeter on the blueprint is actually 1.5 meters of real distance. This scale will be part of our calculation for every single room that we calculate on this scale drawing. Remember, you can pause the video at any time. So on your notes, we're calculating the living room. So without us having to measure it, they're telling us that the dimensions on the scale are 3.6 centimeters to 4 centimeters. We're going to convert one dimension at a time. So I'm going to set up my first ratio. You can see on the left, I have the scale provided. 1 centimeters on top, 1.5 meters is on the bottom. You want to match the like items. So it says that the living room has a dimension of 3.6 centimeters. I'm going to put that on top with the 1. And my actual meter dimension is missing. That's my x. We're going to cross multiply, and when I do that, I'm going to get 1x equals, and it just so happens that when I multiply 3.6 and 1.5, I get 5.4 meters, which is the answer for the first part. We also need to convert the 4 centimeters. So I'm going to set up another proportion. Again, the scale factor is on the left. Centimeters of 4 goes on the top for my scale drawing. And again, I'm cross multiplying. So 1x will equal 6 meters. So for this particular room, the living room, the actual dimensions are 5.4 by 6 meters in length. All right, we're going to calculate now the actual dimensions of the foyer. So we're going to start with our first proportion. So we're still using the scale factor of 1 centimeter to 1.5 meters. They're telling me on the drawing that 1.2 centimeters is one of the dimensions, the length or the width. So we'll put it over x. And when we cross multiply, we see that the actual dimension is 1.8 meters. We also have to convert the 2.4. So you can see I'm using the same ratio on the left. 2.4 centimeters, it will go on top. We'll cross multiply. And the other dimension is 3.6 meters. So our actual dimensions for the foyer are 1.8 meters by 3.6 meters. The next calculation we're going to make is for the kitchen. What you should notice here is they're giving it to me in meters. These are the actual dimensions of the real room. We're going to find the scale dimensions. So we're going to find the centimeters on the map. So again, I'm using 1 centimeter is to 1.5 meters, but over on the right is where it's different. The dimension on top is the centimeter dimension on the scale drawing, and that's what's missing. 9.3 is the meters. So we want to keep our like items together. When I cross multiply, I'm going to have 1.5x equals 9.3, and then we'll have to divide both sides by 1.5 to get our answer. So the scale drawing has a dimension of 6.2 centimeters. We need to convert the other dimension as well. So you'll notice it's on the bottom with the meter dimension, 5.8. We are looking for the centimeter value. So cross multiplying, I have 1.5x equals 5.8, and we'll divide both sides by 1.5. So my scale dimension, I left this to the hundredths, but it's 3.87. You could round it to the 10th, just like all the other dimensions. So the scale dimensions are 6.2 centimeters by 3.87 centimeters. The last room is for the bedroom. Again, you'll notice they gave you the dimensions in meters. These are the actual dimensions for the bedroom. We're going to find the dimensions of the scale drawing. So I'm going to continue to use 1 centimeter is to 1.5 meters. And again, I'm missing the centimeter dimension. 11 is the real length. So again, I'll cross multiply. 1.5x is to 11, and then we'll divide both sides by 1.5. So one of the dimensions is 7.3 centimeters. Our last conversion is 4.8 meters. Again, it's matched with the meter dimension. We'll cross multiply and divide. So we found the scale dimensions for this plan, 7.3 centimeters by 3.2 centimeters. This is homework number 100. They're going to provide a scale in all portions of this homework, so you won't have to measure anything. You can cross off number 13, 14, and 15. Make sure you show all your work when you're calculating 1 through 12. You can do stuff in the blank space, and you can do work on the back. If you have any questions while you're going through this homework, please feel free to call or text me or send me an email. And if you complete this assignment, please make sure you send it to me right away so I can get it in the gradebook. Have a great day.